Bonjour mes amis, ok, on va commencer avec les mots de vocabulaire d'unité 4B de d'accord 1. J'ai faim. We are starting to talk about food. The expression j'ai faim, guys, means I'm hungry. You learned that when we learned our idiomatic expressions with avoir. Remember, those idiomatic expressions, we use avoir, but they typically mean the verb to be. So I am hungry, I use am in English. In French, if I was literally trying to remember this, if I can't remember it, say I have hunger. J'ai faim. Okay, we're going to go ahead over our vocabulary list. I went a little bit more extensive than the textbook because there's so many foods that you all already know, so we might as well add them to the list and we'll talk a little bit as we go along. I need to make a little note here for myself. All right, let's go ahead and start. Écoutez et répétez. Apporter. Apporter is the verb to bring. And I put a star here. Apporter means to bring something, not a person. So if I was going to a picnic, maybe I'd say, oh, j'apporte du pain. I'm bringing some bread. I don't say that I'm bringing a person using this verb. You'll learn that later on, but I want you to make sure that you understand that the verb apporter is to bring something. All right, écoutez, répétez, coûter. Coûter means to cost. Écoutez, répétez, combien coûte? Asking how much something costs. So, how much does it cost? Écoutez, répétez, une baguette. You know that the baguette is the long, thin, crusty French bread that we eat with almost every single meal in France. In 1978, they did stop controlling the price, but remember, this is a very low price typically for the baguette, so people can afford it. It is not an expensive bread. Le beurre. Le beurre, that's your salt. The north of France does a lot of our salt production. So lots of dairy in the north. Écoutez, répétez, des frites. Des frites, French fries. French fries is feminine, and I always use it in the plural, guys, because I don't have one fry. We all know we eat multiple. Le jambon, ham. Let's look at some bread that we can look at. So bread in general, un pain. Un pain is bread. Un pain de campagne is a heartier, crusty bread similar to a baguette in its crustiness, but it's a little bit more dense, and it's typically in a round ball for you. And then un pain de mie. Un pain de mie is like our sliced bread like we would see more stateside. All right, let's look at what we make with bread. Of course, un sandwich au jambon. And you can tell with that un sandwich, bien sûr, it's sandwich. It's a cognate. Un sandwich au jambon, a ham sandwich, un sandwich au fromage, a cheese sandwich. And then you wouldn't use the word sandwich with these, but we're going to look at two popular sandwiches. Un croque-monsieur is a ham sandwich in French and cheese, and then there's a bechamel sauce placed on it, and it's cooked in the oven. And then you have un croque-madame, same exact thing, but you put a fried egg on top of it. All right, let's go back to our boulangerie and let's order some breakfast items. So we have our baguette that we had already. Écoutez, répétez, un croissant, the crescent roll, butter. And then we have un pain au chocolat, or if you're from the Southwest, where my family is from, we call it une chocolatine. So, un pain au chocolat, une chocolatine, grand debate in France. Majority of the country calls it un pain au chocolat. Then we have, and of course that's a croissant in a rectangular shape that has chocolate inside. And then a pain au raisin. Pain au raisin is a similar dough as the croissant. It's made in a spiral, and it has an almond filling with raisins and a little bit of crystallized sugar. So, and it depends. Nothing is exactly the same in every boulangerie, but these are just a few samplings of some very common things that you're going to find at a boulangerie or a supermarket, and also where you might be going. So, let's go on to drinks. Une boisson, a drink. Un chocolat or un chocolat chaud. Same thing, it just means a hot chocolate. Une eau is water, guys. No, EAU. I know some of us have thought that if it's an EAU word that it's masculine. Water is feminine. And then let's look at two varieties. Une eau minérale, mineral water, or une eau gazeuse, meaning with carbonation. Gazeuse, we add gas to make it carbonated, so it's literally gassy water. Un jus is your juice, and then I can add any flavoring. I can have un jus d'orange, orange juice, un jus de pomme, that's apple juice. All right, le lait, milk. Une limonade is a lemonade, but it's different than lemonade here. Limonade has a little carbonation. It's not a full soda. It's not like Sprite. If you've been to Trader Joe's and you've ever had one of the limonade that they sell there, it's made in France, and it's this. It's a lemonade that's had carbonation added to it. If I wanted a traditional, closer to the stateside lemonade, I do a citron pressé. Et un citron pressé is, you'll get a little bit of lemon juice and a pitcher of water, and you control, and sugar, and you control how you sweeten it and how much concentration of the lemon juice that you want in your citron pressé. All right, let's look at some other beverages. Un thé is tea. Un café, coffee. And then un coca, a Coke. Yes, Coke is sold in France. Yes, they like it too. We just don't drink it with meals typically. All right, let's look at some more vocabulary to go along with our food. Again, j'ai faim, I'm hungry. One more food item that I put here because it's going to go along with our different, how we say pieces and things. Une pizza. A pizza is feminine in French. Typically that throws my students for whatever reason. But pizza is feminine, une pizza. So let's take a look. Écoutez, répétez. Assez. Assez, enough. Pas assez de, not enough of something. Beaucoup. Beaucoup, a lot. Beaucoup de, a lot of something. I want you to know that the expression beaucoup de never changes. It's invariable. So it doesn't matter if the noun that follows is singular or plural. Beaucoup de remains de. Don't ever change that de to de. Okay, d'autres. D'autres means others. Un morceau de, a piece of something you're looking for. But look over here. Oops. Une tranche. I have it in masculine. I need to change that. Une tranche is a slice. That's why I've got it underneath my pizza. Une tranche, a slice. Un morceau, a piece. Un peu de, a little bit of. Un peu plus de, a little bit more. Un peu moins de, a little less. Plusieurs, several. Quelque chose, something. Quelque, some. And then here we get into all of my alls. These are the different forms of all, and I'm going to make notes as we talk about it. Okay. Tout le monde. This is masculine singular. Tous les étudiants travaillent. All the students. This is masculine, or of course a mixed group. You know that. Plural. Toute la classe. Toute la classe. Feminine, singular. And then toutes les filles, all the girls. So feminine, plural. There are 4. Just like when we did quel last unit in 4A, you've got masculine singular, tout, masculine plural, tout, feminine singular, toutes, and feminine plural, toutes. And then last but not least word, you want to have the word trop. Trop, too much. Okay, on va écouter et répéter encore une fois. Let's listen and repeat those one more time, and then we are ready to move on to our grammar. Apporter, coûter, combien coûte, une baguette, le beurre, des frites, le jambon, un pain de campagne, un pain de mie, un sandwich au jambon, un sandwich au fromage, un croque-monsieur, un croque-madame, un croissant, un pain au chocolat, une chocolatine, un pain au raisin, une boisson, un chocolat chaud, une eau minérale, une eau gazeuse, un jus d'orange, un jus de pomme, le lait, une limonade, un thé, un café, un coca, un citron pressé, une pizza, une tranche, assez, pas assez de, beaucoup de, d'autres, un morceau, un peu plus de, un peu moins de, plusieurs, quelque chose, quelque, tout, toutes, and trop. Ok mes amis, bon week-end, je vous laisse, à lundi.